There's exactly 20 days of summer farming here, and fall comes along just to end it. And the annual problem with Stardew Valley boys is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe checking the fortunes. No, we're not going any further with that joke. Welcome back, everybody, to Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farm. We've got the Blessing of Friendship, we've got some extra staircases, we've got some Iridium bars, and we have got a routine to do. So I think, first and foremost, let's go ahead and get that done. Yep, we're cutting already. Alright, I'm going to cut back in here because we've got a lot of stuff and I'm kind of running out of inventory space due to it all. Alright, first and foremost, obviously, yes, the batteries have come back because of the lightning storm, and obviously they will also be back again because it's going to be raining today as well. Let's go ahead and resupply that. I don't have space for that, so let's go ahead and start putting stuff in there. The coffee beans, all the radishes I don't need. I'm going to keep the regular melons, and I'm going to sell the other ones. I'm going to sell all this. I'll sell the smoked pikes. I'll go ahead and sell the lava eel roe, the potatoes, the eggs, the cheese, the mayonnaise, the bolt of cloth, the honey, and the stones. I'm going to keep the regular hops, but the other ones I'll get rid of. So this is basically what I'm going to be keeping here. So regular melons will go in there. This will obviously go here. Coffee beans I'll put over there. Actually, no, coffee beans I'll put in the summer chest because they're already in the summer chest, so we'll put them there. Or we could start to go ahead and grow those. Maybe we'll do that instead. And obviously the hops I will put in there as well. So, what are we going to do today as I quickly go and toss these into some of the storage here to get these going? There are a couple options, but the first thing that I want to do primarily is I do want to buy more melon seeds to get those going. So I'm going to check and see exactly how many empty spaces that I've got here. I need to check the quests and whatnot because it's been a bit, so I actually don't remember. Wow, we are really close, though. We're really close to that mastery skill. That's like 500. What? That's 528 points away. That's really close. That's really close. So yes, I want to do that. I do want to talk to the dwarf and Kent as we do have the triple friendship points today, which means that hopefully by next week, potentially as soon as tomorrow in-game, meaning this video, we can gift them again, and we might be done with that completely. So I want to do that. How many spaces do I got? Open-tilled soil, 62. You got it. I have one crop that's ready that I must have missed somewhere. I'm not actually sure what that is. It's probably a radish, because they're kind of hard to spot. So that's going to be my guess. Oh. This one right here. Missed some of the coffee beans. Well, we'll put the regular ones up, and then I'll sell the gold star one. Ooh, some iridium ore, please and thank you. This is just the downside of being around on your farm a lot, is you have stuff like this happen where there's just always something going on of always more spelting to do, always more geodes to crack open, always more trash to recycle. So we'll quickly do that. So 62, huh? Alright, well, I think that's what we'll do first and foremost, is we will get 62 more melons and get those planted and going. After that, we'll talk to the dwarf and Kent to build up friendship with them. And from there, we'll see what we need to do, because admittedly, I'm not entirely certain. Alright, 62, huh? Alright. There we go. That's that taken care of. We don't have any special orders going on, but there might be one on the bulletin board, potentially? Probably not, yeah. I was going to say, it seems like it's a little early since we finished the last one for that to be the case. And Kent may or may not be here. He is here. Hey. Trouble sleeping, so please excuse me if I seem tired. I'm sure you can understand. Yeah, as somebody who, I wouldn't say has insomnia, but I am one of those people it takes me forever to fall asleep. I get that. You obviously are dealing with trauma from the war, but I do understand the having difficulty getting to sleep part, even if the why is different. I'm not going to check my relationship with Kent just yet, because I'm going to wait and talk to the dwarf, and we'll get to check them both at once. I got really excited there for a second when I saw that spoon and thought, oh, that might be one of the ones we're missing, but no. Afraid not. Ah well, they can't all be winners. Hey guy, what's going on? Rain, it's almost mythical to us. Some of us dwarves live our entire lives without experiencing it. Yeah, that's true. I guess if you live underground, and provided the rain doesn't come and wash your home away, it doesn't really affect you all that much. Alright, I am going to go ahead and crack these mystery boxes open, since we don't have too terribly much going on. Might as well, right? That can go in here. Again, we can kind of just, like, keep this stuff going. If we keep revisiting, we might as well get something out of it. Let's get these planted. Ooh, that was a big one. I think it's only on this left side here that all these need to be planted. And I don't think this includes, it doesn't look like it, I don't think this includes if you have open tilled spots in your greenhouse. I think it is only for outside. Am I missing any spots? I probably am, and I just walked past it like 3 different times. Yeah, I don't see any spots. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to save the seeds, and if summer rolls by and we don't have them planted in time, we'll just plant them in the greenhouse. That's what it's there for, after all. Right, a couple extra pieces of wood. I will gladly take that, because we are down to a single stack, basically. Also, I'm not sure what that's doing in there. It should be in here. Put that away. Yeah, I'm still kind of debating what to do after I crack these open. I'm not really that sure. We did all the monster slaying quests, other than the Rex and the one that we're missing that is not in this area. So I'm not really sure what else we've got off the top of my head. We do have some special orders still. I believe there's really 2 left. One of which, or sorry, there's 3 left, but one of them is collecting all the bones that I say personally is not worth your time until you unlock the new area. So I think we are getting pretty close to having to unlock that area in order to start making more progress. I would like to make more money before we go, but at the same time, that area can definitely help with that problem, so I don't know. Also, no, not quite. That actually doesn't look like it added anything, so not really sure why it let me have that. Lucky Lunch is pretty good, and I'll take the bombs and the warp totem. The rest of the stuff I don't really need, so I think we'll send it on back to the boxes. Might be something useful later. Right now, don't really need it. I think what I want to do, admittedly, and this is going to be kind of a lame answer, but I still think it mostly fits, is we might go fishing down by the river solely to get the experience needed so that we're right next to the area where the mastery skill is, and then we can just, you know, immediately grab that. Yeah, it is kind of just a mess around type of day, I suppose. But you know what? Sometimes that happens. I am seriously considering, though, we are probably getting pretty close to the point where we need to unlock that area. I think I will probably wait for the next special order, and if neither of them are ones that, or if both of them are ones that we've already done, or if it's that paleontologist one, basically if it's one of the, like, 2 that we haven't done yet, we'll get that done first. But otherwise, I think it might be high time that we unlock that area. If I get a good luck day, I will go to the casino to get that last rare crow. You can collect them all, and there actually is a reward for collecting them all as well. It's not just a pure aesthetic thing. You do get something for that. Ooh, nice. It's not like the biggest, most amazing award in the world or anything, and I don't think it counts towards your 100% either, but it is something you could do. For now, let's see if we can't go ahead and crank out the last couple points of EXP we need here, because we should be able to easily, do this by the end of the day. We should be able to do this in like a couple casts, honestly. I don't think it'll be too terribly hard. I would like to be able to get that last bundle done, meaning I would like to have the... Oh, thanks. I would like to have that done. The reward for it's, again, not too terribly important. I think most of it's just kind of a friendship thing. But it does add something to the valley, and again, I've talked about multiple times of, like, I love being able to bring a town back to life in terms of, like, having a dilapidated building look all nice and prettied up again, things like that, and it does do that with the abandoned Jojo warehouse, so I would like to be able to do that and have that off the docket. I think probably our silver quality wine will be the thing that it ends up being, as the dinosaur does take quite a while to hatch. And while it does take quite a while for the wine to fully mature into iridium quality, we only need silver quality, so we actually don't have to wait nearly as long as we would otherwise. So it shouldn't be too terribly difficult. I'm kind of surprised we have not hit the requirement here, but I also don't remember the individual EXP amounts per fish, but I know we're catching gold or iridium quality ones, so typically these should be decently high in experience, and the treasure chest should be giving us some stuff as well. I figured it would take about maybe 10 casts or so. There we are. Reach new level of understanding. Thank you for those. There's not really anything in here that's too terribly important. I think for the mystery box, personally, I will not worry about opening that. Oh, he's actually already closed. I was going to say I don't need to worry about opening that, but yeah, I can't, even if I wanted to now, but that's okay. So we've reached a new level of understanding. That is the final level of mastery, but also I do want to point out, there's no more experience to be gained. That is it. Our skills are fully mastered this time. There's no, hey, they're sort of done. They are done. There's that final piece. Combat Mastery. Anvil allows you to reforge trinkets, randomizing their stats 3 to iridium bars per use. You can use the forge from the convenience of your home, which you're supposed to see this way later in that area that I mentioned that the boat takes you to. And you get an equipment slot for trinkets that can be found while adventuring, and they grant special powers. You feel Grandpa's hand patting your shoulder. I do really like this song, so I wanted to let it play a little bit here. Alright, does it stay there, by the way? Oh, okay, good. I could have sworn that, like, once you leave there and come back that it doesn't play that music anymore, but that, yeah, that is one of my favorite songs in the game. I love lullaby-esque music. I don't even listen to it, like, while going to sleep, but there's just something about songs sounding like a lullaby. I think it's one of the most underrated parts of the original Paper Mario, is how a lot of the songs sound very much like a lullaby. Like Shooting Star Summit, for example, has some very lullaby-esque sound to it. I imagine if you slowed it down, it really would sound like one. Alright, well, that is it for that front. That is another thing off the docket. Let's quickly sell all of this excess stuff here. And I'll put this up as well. So yes, there it is. Also, I do want to point out on right here, this is now available once you've chosen combat, it will be here. We'll find a trinket at some point, as it says, while you're adventuring, like monster drops and stuff. You'll just come across one of these. Some are more useful than others. It'll probably be the first one I find I'll put in here, and then we'll replace it when I get something better, but for now there's no real need to worry about it. So yeah, that is pretty much done outside of upgrading the house and the getting the remaining star drops. Or star drops. So I know one of those is by catching every fish, so we still have to wait for fall for that to happen. Yeah, we're still waiting on that. Animals are looking good. Everybody's got a gold animal cracker that can. We could buy more animals. That is an option. Both this and that are in the area we have yet to unlock, so this is otherwise done. The crops here, we could very quickly sell a little bit of each of these. So, let's see. These are both the large eggs. I don't think we have any of the... Well, no, we do. We do have some of the small ones left. Let's quickly just kind of sell one of each of these just to have that off the docket. So, let's see. One right there. One right there. All right, that's those. That we can't have yet. That's a small milk, garlic, and star fruit. I don't know if we have any small milks left. I think all the ones we have are large. Yeah, they are. Might need to buy another cow at some point to go and get a small milk. The garlic we should have, though, as that was a spring crop, and I did say I wanted to grow at least a few. The star fruit, I'm surprised I haven't sold at least one, but I guess I only have the one, so maybe that's why. I'll go ahead and sell that one. We're about to get a bunch pretty soon here, so that'll be okay. Let's see what else we got. Starfruit, that is milled rice. I think we've got at least a little of that. Thought we did. Do we not? I could have sworn we did. We really don't have any. I haven't planted any of these? That's surprising. Well, I can throw these into the greenhouse, I guess. Might as well work towards that. I think I know what that is. Yeah, that we don't have access to yet. Where is it? There we go. That I don't have access to yet. We can sell one of each of those of copper, iron, and iridium bar. I know this is just kind of a filler thing we're doing right here, but admittedly we are just kind of waiting around, so that's alright. Rice is used in a fair few recipes here, so it's not too big of a deal if we end up keeping some of that. Alright, what else? I keep going to the star by accident. This is anything that is pickled, so we can just throw any vegetable into a keg. That is beer. I think we could literally just buy and sell one of those, because that's different from the pale ale, which is probably somewhere else. I was going to say there, but that's not it. But yeah, that is definitely beer, not pale ale. The drink silhouette is completely different from that. So yeah, we might just go and buy one of those real quick. Let's see what else. One of each of the pieces of ore, that should be easy enough. Iridium, copper, gold, iron, and coal, I think was probably the other one back there. A piece of wood, a wild plum. We don't have any wild plums left. I'd have to make fall seeds, and I don't think I can do that, because I don't think I have any left. I do have one left. I don't see myself needing this in the foreseeable future, so we'll go ahead and do this now. And fall won't be too far away. So let's see, there's that. That is the sweet gemberry. This is the wrong chest for that. What else? Sweet gemberry was there. Truffle oil. I think that's the regular goat milk, which I don't have, but I do have the large. What else? Large goat milk. Duck feather. I'm not sure what that is, because that can't be the jelly, because I've absolutely sold a ton, yeah, of jelly. So I knew it couldn't be that. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Ancient fruit, that's mead, which is the honey put into a keg. I could do that real quick. Oh, there's a beer. I actually don't need to go find one. I'm not even going to put that out in the ones with the coffee. I'll just leave it out here. What else? What else do we have to toss in here? So, yeah, ancient fruit mead is going right now. That's the green tea. I'm going to go ahead and drink this real quick. Yeah, we can toss an ancient fruit in there. Why not? How about one of the regular ones? I should make those into seeds and start to get them to grow, but I can put in one. It's not that big a deal. Ancient fruit, the tea, I think I've got already a tea in here somewhere. There it is. I'll go ahead and make another one real quick. Tea. These are obviously the different things, so that's a maple syrup and an oak resin. Each of those. Pine tar I've already done. That's... I was going to say that's hardwood, but no, I don't think that is. That's probably the dinosaur mayonnaise. Or caviar, rather. It could also be the caviar. These are also things I might have to look up at some point. This is the tea leaves. That, I think, is squid ink, which I'm surprised we haven't seen yet. Or if we have, I haven't put it in there. Squid ink? No, I don't. I'm surprised I've not seen that at all. That is kind of shocking. Alright, I'm just going to put all these pieces in there for now, and then we'll have these off the list, and it'll be a little bit easier to narrow it down. It's not anything too terribly important, but I like seeing the collection list, like, kind of filled out more, so this will be a step towards that. Am I using the jars right now? I am using the jars. Okay, so we'll wait on those. See if there's anything else that catches my eye of, oh, I know what that is, and where to get it really quickly. None of this stuff I don't think off the top of my head I can do. I really don't know what that one is. It's not hardwood, because it's right there, and I just put in the regular wood. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, well. That'll get a pretty good chunk of it, and I'll have a good idea of what's going on there. Because of this, I might end up getting... Or because of these, rather, I might end up grabbing another cow and another goat. And that will also help with the production for the cheeses as well. Because the cheese is obviously pretty good, and this is just regular quality, mind you. So, that could come in handy. Okay, well, we've done that. What else is there to do, really? I mean, I feel like most of it's going toward money-making. So I think what I'm going to do, and this is going to be a little bit weird, I think just for the rest of today at least, is I'm going to go fishing, and I'm taking the smokers and coal with me to increase the process if I can get more of these done and just take them out. Basically the same thing that you saw me do with the recycling bin, with the trash in there. That's just what I'm going to do here. Just more of the same. I don't suppose you guys need anything right now, do you? Are you good? Yeah, you're okay. Alright, cool. I will leave you two to, as the saying goes, get your bang on. Put these, like, here and here. I'll keep the coal down there, and then we'll just get fishing. This is strictly for money, nothing else. There's no need for the experience, nothing like that. We could get a reward out of a treasure chest, maybe, sure. Something that might come in handy there. But even for things like the final 2 artifacts that we need to get, they cannot be fished up by treasure chests, I don't believe. So, as a result, we will not be seeing those. Might be seeing other artifacts, but not those. I should check that that wine, though, to make sure it doesn't get to too high quality. I would feel like if it got to gold quality by accident, you could still donate it, because it's a higher quality than what it's asking for, but I'm not completely certain about that. Because it seems like it's only asking for silver quality of like, oh, this needs to be higher than the normal quality, and the only way to do that is by putting them in the casks. That it doesn't care specifically what type of quality, just as long as it's above normal. See, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do after this. I think, like, we might be doing more iridium hunting. I don't want to spoil why, but we will need more. We're not done with that whole rigmarole. We will still need it for things. So that is one option. And of course, we'll be able to gift tomorrow, so we'll at least have that going for us of potentially finishing that off. What I might do is, I might use my Star Drop teas on both of them and, like, really force it to be like, okay, we're done doing this, we're good. Oh, there's a dinosaur egg. Well, we can donate that tomorrow. Or I could throw it into the mayonnaise machine. This is the difficulty with things like this, if you don't know. I feel like I'd rather donate to the museum, because I think the wine will get done first, personally. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to smoke any more of those, so I'm not going to, but we got 2 of them, so that's something. And I'll head back a little bit early to check on that wine and see if it's done. I don't think it will be, but there's a small chance. I believe it takes basically a month. I think it takes 28 days. So if we're going up by 1 each time, from normal to silver, silver to gold, and gold to iridium, it should be roughly a little over a week. It'd be like 9 days, basically. 9 days and some change. This is one of the things I do kind of also recommend, and I might go ahead and do this as well, is there is an advantage, as much as I've, like, made all the kegs and casks and whatnot for increasing the wine. Jelly is not to be slept on either, simply due to the fact that it takes less time to produce than the wine. The wine will give you more, but, like, on an average per day, the wine's going to take way longer to fully produce and then also mature to full, so the jelly will get you profit faster. Even if it's not quite as much, it will give you profit faster. Alright, I'm going to hang on to this. This can go up. These can go up. I don't need them. Out of curiosity, so yeah. Smoked chub, so yeah, 77 versus 218. Yeah, a little bit of a difference there. Again, this is because you smoked it to double the value from 77 to, what is that, 154? But then you're also getting the profit from, this is an artisan good, as it says right there. This is just a fish, so that's where the other bonus is coming in. So yeah, it can make even not that great fish worth a pretty decent amount, all things considered. Alright, we'll put those down. Very quickly check the wine. It is still at its default, which is fine. And I was actually thinking we were not going to make it to bed on time. But no, we're okay. So yeah, there you go, if you'd like to see it kind of side by side. Smoked pike's pretty good. So yeah, that is one thing we could do, is we could just fish and toss that into the smoker. That is a definite possibility. Alright, let's see what we got. Queen of Sauce, do you have anything new? That is a new one, so I'm actually going to read that one out. The maple bar. Ever notice how the maple bars are always the first to disappear from the donut box? Not in this household, it ain't. It's the coconut ones that are first to disappear. Perplexing, because your average maple bar tastes like a sweet hockey puck. Agree? Well, just wait until you try my recipe. You're really going to taste the forest in these bars. Okay, you're going to need real quality maple syrup. Yeah, you sure enough are. Let's go with the latter chance. We have Blessing of Speed, and the fortune was mildly perturbed. So they're not very happy. They're pretty mad. Well, Them's the breaks, I suppose. Let me grab something to pickle here. I don't know. We'll go with, like, a pumpkin, I guess. Because I just now noticed we do have an empty one down here, so we can just put it in this, and that'll work. Right, we've got routine to do, but first we do have mail. I'm going to put all this aside, grab this, and let's check our mail before we go anywhere. You're such a good neighbor, I thought I'd send you some animal feed to make it easier. Keep it up, Marnie. That's actually helpful, because I am not full on this anymore. I'm at 244 out of 480, so we're about half, but this will help. Alright, cool. For now, I'm going to do routine, and I will see you guys when I'm back with all my stuff. This will probably be put away in the actual farm coop, but I'll see you guys momentarily. Oh, never mind. I'm actually going to see right now. A new baby lizard hatched. I thought that said Busters for a minute, but no. The T was not in there. Well, it's not a lizard, it's a dinosaur. So if it's a dinosaur, I mean, even if he is my rival, it has to be that. So yes, here's our boy. He seems cautious, curious, but a little cautious. She's getting used to the new home. All right, well, it's a female Yoshi then. I suppose that's fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and put these in there. So yes, obviously, like with any of the other animals, eventually at some point he will, or she will grow up, and she will start producing eggs as well. So that would be why you would keep the dinosaur egg and put it in there rather than using it the traditional way. Also, I do need the shears. Using it the traditional way, which would be donating it to museum, and then you have to wait for another one to eventually show up. So, yeah, would obviously be preferable to not do that. We've got quite a bit that's ready here. Quite a lot of junk. The starfruit is ready as well. As you can see, the blueberries, yeah, we have quite a few of those now. I'm excited for the starfruit, though. This is where the real prize is coming in, so yeah, we're going to be doing quite a bit of seed replanting today, but oh boy, is it going to be worth it. I'm curious to see how much we'll have of the normal quality starfruit here. 64. That's about what I expected, actually. Pretty dang close. There's some poppies ready. There's an ancient seed. Oh, I don't have space. Well, we'll come back for those really quickly. I'm going to sell some of this stuff off. Alright, first things first, it is time to actually make use of this shed. It is high time we did this. Make sure I got every last one of them here. It's okay if we don't get them all, which we're not going to, but we'll be close. I can actually just go ahead and... It's only 3 starfruit that I'm missing out on there that it won't be getting, and it's only silver quality, so I am personally totally okay with that. But yeah, look at that. 57k for just the silver ones, and then another 27 from that. Oh boy. Also, the blueberries is going to be another 26. But I'm going to hang on to the blueberries because I can throw these in jelly jars and the like. So that's what the blueberries will be used for. We got plenty of those to work with now. Alright, what other stuff am I keeping? I'm keeping the hops, other than the silver quality. I'm okay on the poppies. I don't really need them. I'll hang on to the regular peppers, the regular wheat. Obviously, the battery packs. Here's the mead, by the way. A fermented beverage made from honey. Drink in moderation. It's not too bad for amount. I think basically the rest of this can go except for the wool. I do want to toss a piece of wool into here. And I'll put up all my supplies as well. Just to see exactly what I've got here. So the only thing that should be left in my inventory now that I want to keep, besides this, which can go in there, is I would like to keep the dinosaur egg. So I'm going to put this up here. The rest of this I'm all going to kind of move into a pile. And the ancient fruit, I want to keep that too, because I want to make seeds out of that. So we'll work on that a little bit as well. I should probably just take all this to Pierre's physically, except for this, because I don't think he'll buy that. Yeah, I think I'll just take it all physically to Pierre's. Alright, we'll put that up. Geode. Trash. Two star drop teas for Kent and the dwarf to gift to them. Carrot for my horse, coffee for me. Let's check that traveling merchant. Let's ride. Oh man, it's gonna be so nice to be able to have a good influx here. I'm really tempted to sell those blueberries, I'm not gonna lie, but I also know that we're gonna get another round of them, and we can obviously just sell all of those. I don't see... I'll grab the Lucky Lunch. I don't see anything else really here that I need, though. So I'll pass on the rest. And continue on forward. Now, most characters usually have a special line of dialogue for the Star Drop Tea, because I think it even says... Oh, no, it doesn't. It's in the game's text, though, that basically the Star Drop Tea tastes like whatever anyone's favorite flavor is for a drink. So if you like blueberries, for example, it would taste like something blueberry. If you liked raspberry, it would taste like something raspberries. If you liked snozberries, it would taste like snozberries. Yeah. What a topical reference. I don't actually know where Kent is right now. Oh, I can do that, sure. Yeah, George, get over here, my man. Oh, he's not here. Is he at his doctor's appointment, maybe? Oh no, it's Sunday. I know where he is. He's inside of the little church area. That's where he is. That's probably where Kent is as well. That was why I couldn't find you. Yeah, that's where you both are. Hey. I got a thing for you. For me? Well, that's unexpected, but I won't say no. Thanks. Yeah, no worries, man. And there you go, George. That is for you. Because that probably was worth more. Yeah, that was worth substantially more. $22.50 instead of $1,030 for giving him that. Alright, let's do it. Let's make that money. Yeah, look at that. 157K. Very nice. I do need to buy more starfruit, so I am going to do that. But obviously, Pierre's not the shop that sells that. That's Sandy's. Quickly make a run over here and drop the dinosaur egg off to the museum. We're nearly there, Gunther. We're nearly there. We got 2 pieces left. This is it. Just those 2. Minerals are done. The artifacts are almost there. We're nearing the end on that. Let's make a quick stop to the mines. Hello. Is this milk? Tastes good. It is not milk, but with a little luck, I think that might be it. Yep, Kent and the dwarf. That is everyone. We have gotten max friendship with everyone, minus the 2 hearts on the single villagers. With an exception, there's still somebody we have not met yet to add to that list. But, for now, that's all we can do there. Well, I was going to come back this way anyway. I was going to grab my horse and come back here, but this works too. I'm going to check real quick and see how many starfruit I need. I was going to say I could just buy a bunch, but no, I should check. I should check to see how many I need. Open tilt soil, 154. Alright. Any extra can, of course, go in the greenhouse. While we're waiting for this cutscene there. 154. Out of curiosity. Nah, doesn't do anything. In Terraria, if you do that, it'll give you a random number between 1 and 100. You can kind of use it to determine, oh, hey, we found this weapon, who gets to keep it, type of thing. Hey, Sandy. I've got the need for some starfruit here. 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. 13 days, so it'll be basically the end of the month, but we'll get there. We still basically have over 100k as well. And we'll probably be past that once we're done throwing everything into the shipping bin for the day as needed as well. Any other spots with moss here? Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab these. Why not? It's hard to see, but I mean, I'm just kind of like swinging it semi-random here. There we go. Probably will come and chop these down decently soon, because we are going to be needing more wood. And if I find out the next house upgrade needs more wood, well, then we'll be back sooner than you think. Before we plant them, I'm actually going to check that. What is the next house upgrade? Yeah, we'll just go there physically. I was going to say I could, like, do that check on my phone, but nah. Oh, this cutscene, I believe, is for having the trash cleaned up. The community cleanup. Ah, that feels good. Water's never been cleaner. And the same goes for me. Yeah, just chilling there. Alright. Let's take a peek. Oh, Linus, since you're here, do you have anything to say about the cleanup area? Travel to the source once, just pay our respects to the water. Nice. Alright, well, guess nothing particularly interesting there, but let's see what we've got for our next house upgrade. Community upgrade. Oh, okay. Well, this is here instead. Okay. I couldn't remember when this showed up. I thought there might be one more house renovation or house upgrade, but once you have upgraded your house fully, I'm using air quotes for this, meaning you have upgraded to get the kitchen, the cellar, and then the upstairs rooms with the nursery, this will pop up. You can build Pam a house for 500,000 G and 950 wood. Obviously, we are short on the money by quite a bit there, but this is something you can do. This will give you 4 full hearts with Pam, but obviously we can't do that right now. For renovations, these are the things you can do. You can remove the wall separating your bedroom and the entrance. You can add a southern room, a corner room, a dining room, a cubby, an attic, and I think that's it. For now, I don't even know, man. I feel like I want to go with the lower value ones first. So I'm going to do an open bedroom. Well, no, am I going to do that? I don't know. I feel like I kind of don't want to. I don't want to open the bedroom, rather. Let's do a southern room. So yes, this is where it will be. This additional spot right here. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. Oh, you can just do that. Okay, I don't have to wait. Okay, yeah, you can also remove it as well for free. So you just get those. You don't have to wait. Okay. I'll add the cubby too, I think. Oh, is it because of that one square that's of the carpet that's there? Really? Well, that's kind of dumb. I think we'll just leave it at that then. That's a little stupid. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more farm work. Let's get the greenhouse maybe a little bit more sorted, figure out what exactly we're doing there, and obviously get the starfruit planted as well. I think I've got some speed grow, so I might make use of that for the starfruits. Oh, right, I was also going to come and pick these up, too. Let's put those away first, and then we'll, while we're over here, we can grab the speed grow, because I think it's in one of these treasure chests anyway. Sure enough is. Put all this away. Yeah, this should be all we have on hand right now. Alright. Oh, another one of these. Sure, I'll take it. I don't think I'm going to make any excess fertilizer or anything like that. This is more of a, hey, we're just using this up. We're using what we got. Because while it is important to save it sometimes, when in the cases of stuff like this, you might as well use it. It's not hard to remake. So, there we go. I'm actually kind of glad that speed buff disappeared. I think I was going a little too fast and it was messing things up. There's 6. There's 5. This one right here. Yep, that's 4. 3. And make sure it's actually 3 left. I might just be missing something somewhere. Farm computer, save me! There is 3 pieces of open-tilled soil. There's 1. You ever feel like you're playing a game of Where's Waldo? Because it feels like I'm playing a game of Where's Waldo. This might be one of them. Yep, behind the scarecrow. That one's not. That one's a sprinkler. Is it this? No, it is not that. Okay. Already got that one. I guess we'll just have an extra star fruit, honestly. It's a really good way to make you feel like an absolute idiot if you're just like, where is this thing? Alright. Let's start working on those. The sunflowers are almost done. These are not quite yet done. I will start, once these start, because I'm going to kind of stick to the right side. Once they start reaching the point where the broccoli is getting in the way of continuing that, I am going to cut down the broccoli, I think. The broccoli's not, like, the be-all, end-all of the world. I've got a fair bit of it. It's not a big deal if I have to give it up for something. So that should be perfectly okay, I think. We can now kind of give up any of the quality of ancient seed in order to make more of these, since we don't need it for the other requirement anymore for this. So we'll go ahead and finish off this, and it looks like we actually might be reaching the point of... Yeah, if this gives us more than 1 seed. Unless I didn't put one here, I actually can't tell. No, I did put one there, I can see it now. So yeah, I'll probably take out anything from this line to the right. Yep, alright, that is it for that. I do need the pickaxe in order to do that, though. So let's grab that real quick. One other thing we could do is we could make a little section over there, perhaps. That's a thought. We do have that extra sprinkler, don't we? I put that somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, we'll make this, like, food for thought. We'll put this over here. I came here for the pickaxe. That can go away. Pickaxe. There it is. I have any other, like, summer seeds in here? I thought I had some squash. Now I have some melons. I've got some mixed seeds. Yeah, let's add a little bit more to the farm. Why not? There's no reason not to. Got the watering can. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff we need. Well, we'll start with this first. There we go. Building up the ancient fruit empire, as it were. I'm going to say that we start, like, right here. I don't know, now that I've took that away. Oh, you can't actually put anything right there. Okay. I kind of do want to leave a spot open, honestly, so I might just put the, we manage to pull this off and just have all this covered, maybe? If I did something like that, would that hit all the tiles? This would hit that, and that. It would hit these two. I think that's one too low. I think it needs to go here. No, I actually don't think I can hit all the tiles. Okay, well, let's just do the easier version then, where we just put the iridium right in, well, not right in the center, but basically in the center. And that will be able to hit all the tiles. All right, there we go. We can throw this extra starfruit in here, why not? So now if I find another 5 pieces of something that's just tucked away in a chest somewhere, we can add those too. What else is there to do? I think we might just do a little bit more fishing / tossing stuff in the smoker. Because I don't really think we've got anything else to do. This is just all excess junk at this point. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Might as well. I don't really need the... I'm just gonna sell the sonar bobber and the magna. Wow, that magna is worth, like, nothing. Even it knows it's not any good. Alright. So yeah, we'll do a quick bit here. No, you don't need anything. Okay. Well, if you say so. At some point, they will actually start asking for stuff. It's just they haven't yet, so I guess we're good there. Also, I might get back and remove that carpet, or move it up slightly one. Since it can't... It's like, it's attaching to the thing. Why is the carpet in the way? I just... Somebody talked about this in a video, and it made me laugh. Of like, Robin is capable of, like, making all these impressive... like, pieces of machinery and stuff by herself, like barn, silo, coop, fishing pond, all this stuff. But, like, whenever you tell her this is where I want something to be, she can't, like, move a single piece of wood out of the way. Like, what? It's not that hard. That girl ain't right, I tell ya. If those will actually be done in time, but we'll see. If they're not, we'll just leave them there, I guess. I'll probably only be able to do the one video before I head to work, which is this one. I wish I could do a second one. I wish I had the time to do it, but I had other stuff going on, so alas. The good news is the other stuff was me editing and rendering a video for this, which was the second, or sorry, not second. Well, it was the second video for summer, which means it was days 3 and 4. I was going to say the second day, but it's not the second day. Alright, yeah, let's just grab these and go, I think. Yeah, 874 total instead of 156. I know that's 2 of them, so that number's doubled, but even then... time to get any of that, but we might be able to get to bread still. We're going pretty quick. Yes, barely. Cutting it close there. Whew. All right, over 1.5 million here. I think that's the first time I've noticed that. It might have happened earlier. But there we go. We've made more progress. We've gotten a fair bit more of the collections done. You can now actually see this a little bit better and what's what. So, yeah, I might end up buying more, another cow and another sheep to get those small milks added. This we can't do. This we can't do. This is in the process. This is in the process. I thought I put a duck feather in there. Did I not? I could have sworn I did, but that's easy enough. I guess that wasn't mead? Whatever this was, it wasn't mead. Because I put the mead in there. I'm pretty sure I did anyway. Because didn't I even point it out of like, oh yeah, this is what it sells for? Where did it go? There's the smoked fish. No, surely I put that up. I didn't give it to anybody and it didn't hold on to it, did I? Okay, now I'm curious. Did it end up in a bin somewhere by accident? It's possible. That'd actually be pretty funny if it did. Yeah, I don't see it. Where did it go? It would be added in this list, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Well, future me will already know the answer to that, but I can always just make another one, so that's no big deal. Either way, we've got a lizard grown, we've gotten more of the collections filled out, specifically for the items shipped. We have gotten everybody to max friendship with us, minus the person or persons that we still have yet to meet. Our mastery skills are done, so we're making good progress here. Apparently I pet some of the animals while I was here, or is this saying I haven't? Oh, this is the auto petter, that's why. Okay, that threw me off for a second there. Yeah, we're getting closer bit by bit. I think in the next episode, yeah, I will get more of this worked on, which isn't anything super exciting, but I can get more of it. This is probably all late game stuff we don't have access to, but here up, we should be able to procure everything other than these two things. So I'll work on that. Other than that, I'm really not totally sure. Like I said, we're kind of waiting for a good luck day, so I might go for more iridium until we get a good luck day. And until we get that, we'll be doing that, and then once we do, we can go for the casino stuff. But until then, thank you all for watching. This has been pitmarthroy, and we will be doing all that and hopefully more in the next one. See you all later.